Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, people, and welcome to Footy Judge Mo. Today, we're discussing a lot of things. Our Liverpool fans have doubt, and should they have doubt? Because Konati's still out. They play Everton away, who smashed Wolves 4-0. Liverpool, now with Darwin Núñez, Jota's still out. We're not sure when is he going to be back. Is there more pressure need to be put on Chelsea? Can Maresca actually lead them? Because I've got about 3-4 comments on my Chelsea video saying, Mo, you said Chelsea have no chance of winning the league. We have as much chance as Arsenal. Okay, some Chelsea fans, we're going to talk to Charlie about that. What does he think of this? They are ahead of Arsenal in goal difference. And Arsenal now are the Lions hunting everyone. That is what is going on. And Man United with Amorim. Staffy will be joining us. Hit the like button, people, if you are here. Of course, we got Charlie from Blues Brother CFC in the description. Jamie from Jamie Felix Talks Football. Of course, and TJ Warren TV. Some of the best content out here in the United States about Arsenal. With this season's jersey. It looks so good, actually, TJ, to be honest with you.
It looks even better in person. It's incredible.
It's absolutely, of course. I love it. Love it. But listen, people, before we go on, for anybody that is coming here to banter, enter, and all this stuff, if you want to see one of the worst performances from a forward in the history of the sport, it is Lautaro Martinez today. 3 big chances.
They've already played.
We played because we played Tuesday, so we're playing Friday.
Oh, yeah, because other leagues help out their teams in Europe, don't they?
Bundesliga play on Friday, La Liga play on Friday. The Premier League, they don't. Because it's all about the money in the Premier League. You know that. You know how it is. Guys, there is 140 people here. We're just starting. Let's get the likes up to 100. Help the show. It's a Friday. It's a lazy Friday, to be honest with you guys. Where do we start, actually? Where do people start? Where do we start? By the way, if you guys haven't watched Lautaro Martinez highlights after the show, oh my God.
You still won, though.
Despite him. In spite of him being the captain. The guy is the fraudest forward I've seen play for Inter. Mauro Icardi, the only thing about Mauro Icardi that is maybe worse than him is the attitude. This guy's attitude is all right. You know, he's captain, he's fired up. Football ability, bro played 90 minutes in a team that is dominating position, only completed 13 passes, missed 3 big chances, right? Made nothing. Won 1 aerial duel and 1 ground duel. 1 as a forward. 1. Against a team that is 17th or 16th in the league. And some people tell me this guy's a good forward. He has no speed. Can't dribble because he has no speed, so people will catch up to him. I would rather have Solanke over him or something. People tell me this guy's good. I hope that Arsenal sign him, to be honest. I'm telling you guys something. I would take Darwin Núñez over Lautaro Martinez.
She must be shit.
That's brutal.
That's
No,
brutal.
bad.
I
That
promise
is
you guys.
bad.
I will take Núñez over Lautaro Martinez. Darwin Núñez, you know, with how he played against Newcastle, I would take him. Darwin Núñez.
Wow.
At least he has speed. 100%. Yeah, take Lautaro. Give us Darwin
My
Núñez.
car has speed. My car has speed too, but if I run it into a wall, it really doesn't make.
But the guy doesn't have anything. The guy doesn't have anything else. His finishing this season has been atrocious. He can't dribble. He doesn't want to stay on his feet. He only wants to win free kicks. But it is what it is. And people don't understand because you guys don't watch Inter. The difference between me and other people is that I watch every Inter game and I watch every Liverpool game. So I know that at least some Darwin Núñez sometimes, like Newcastle last season, might pop up. Give you something, you know? Might have a performance. But anyway, Charlie, you're right.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. I was just
Right.
reading. I was reading something about the Inter game. Yeah, just got something a little look, mate.
He literally got hammered on Twitter everywhere. He got
Yeah,
5.2.
I was just checking who the subs were. Taremi don't even play.
Yeah. Because they want the captain to get a goal. So they kept him on the pitch. It's all about he has to score. So because of the morale and all the shit. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Inter. It's nobody cares. I'll do a watch along on Tuesday or something. We're not here to talk about Inter. Let's talk about Liverpool or Chelsea. Where do we start? Someone just give me a clue.
Yeah, no, I want to ask a question about the Chelsea fans that think that they are going to win the league or they're in the race.
They never said they're gonna win the league. They said they are gonna challenge.
Oh,
Don't do the fraudulent thing.
so no chess, just like Liverpool. Okay, got it. But when Arsenal fans say, "Oh no, we're just chasing," we get the same bullshit. Okay, whatever. Anyway, no, and I'm not talking about my guy over here. I'm just saying. I'm just asking all the Chelsea fans. So what gives you so much confidence? You haven't really beaten anybody. Anytime you come up against a big fish, you either draw or fall short. So where is all this? Oh yeah, we're in the race coming from. Okay, yeah, you're in the race, but you're gonna win the same no trophy that we win if with us being there at the same time.
I mean, I can't speak for all Chelsea fans, but I've never once said that we're in a title race. We've had a good start. We're doing well. Playing good football, we're scoring goals. But I've never once said we're in a title race. Chelsea's aim this season is to qualify for the Champions League. Like that's what we're doing.
Aim and expectations are different.
But
the same for Liverpool. Liverpool expectations get third, win a trophy. So why?
Yeah, but the expectations is that, yeah, and that's what we're going for. You know, look,
but they're not going for that. They're going to win. They're going to win the league. Okay. Okay, let me ask you something, Charlie. Sorry. I just want to interject. Yeah. Arsenal coming from 5th 2 seasons ago, their expectations and aim and target were get 4th and maybe advance a little bit in the cups or something. They challenged for the league.
Yeah, look,
everyone labeled them as butlers.
We could. I don't think that first season that Arsenal bottled it or whatever was that bad. No one expected them to be in that position in the first place. So I think from a Chelsea perspective, like could we finish? Could we challenge? Yes, we potentially could, but I don't expect us to. You know, there's a lot of things that would need to improve. You know, record against big sides this season is the only thing that is missing at the moment. Everything else has been pretty good, but the only question mark over us is looking to record a win against a traditional top 6 side. We don't have that at the moment. We lost against City on the opening day. Yes, we went to Liverpool and we played well, but we still lost. And then the Man United and Arsenal games, we obviously drew. So we're still missing that. We still haven't quite shown yet that we're able to get across the line against a big side. So that would be the next thing that I'm looking for. But look, as far as I'm concerned with Chelsea, I'm just taking it, you know, a game at a time. And look, if we get to the end of January, start of February, and the gap at the top is like 5-6 points or whatever, then maybe you revisit it and you have a different conversation about it. But right now, you know, for Maresca, who's been here, 4 or 5 months, the idea that Chelsea are in a title race is just not true. Yeah, we're ahead of Arsenal on goal difference, but the reason why people talk about Arsenal as title contenders and maybe not Chelsea is because of the experience that they've got in the bank. They're 5 or so years in under Arteta. Look, if this was Maresca year 3 or 4, I would be saying, yeah, we're absolutely in, like, maybe we are in a title race. But right now, like 4 or 5 months into Maresca's reign, I'm not going to sit here and say we're in a title race. We've played some good football, but we haven't seen how this team responds to adversity. We haven't seen how this team, deals with things responds when things go wrong. We've lost 2 games all season in the Premier League. Like, we don't know how good, we don't know what this team will be like when it goes 4 or 5 games without a win, which will happen at some point. So for me, I'm enjoying the ride right now. It's great to have the feel-good factor around the club again, but I don't look at Chelsea as title contenders. Absolutely not. I think at best we could at best maybe finish 2nd or 3rd, but I think that for me is the ceiling right now.
You think that is the ceiling? Yes, but I think everything can happen. But
anything can happen, sure. But there's no. I'm not going to sit here and say.
I don't think you're going to win the title. I wouldn't bet $10
we haven't seen enough.
Win the title with Chelsea.
It's a year too soon. It's a year too soon for us to be challenging.
No, but the challenge is different. Challenge means Chelsea do the Arsenal thing. You go to the last 3-4 games with the chance of winning the title.
Still too soon for that. Mo, in this squad, right? Like, a lot of these players, not all of them, but a lot of these players, their biggest game in their careers was the Carabao Cup final last year. We're not ready for that yet. We haven't got the experience in the team to be taking those steps. Like, we're on the road to get in there. And maybe, I think next season, we absolutely need a title challenge for sure. That is the next logical step. But we finished top 6 last season. The next step is obviously kind of, get back into the Champions League. And then, okay, the following year, we're going to go for a title challenge. And that is absolutely what we need to be doing. And that will be my expectations next season. But right now, for me, let's take it game at a time and let's see where we end up. But if we're going to do anything to do with challenging, then we have to improve the record against the big sides, because the record against the big sides recently is not good. I
don't think you challenge with the big sides at all, by the way. That doesn't matter.
No, what I'm saying is, though, like, we need to improve our record.
So would you change your opinion if you win against Spurs on Sunday?
No.
We're not a top side. We're talking about top sides, not Spurs.
No, I mean, like, look, a win away at Spurs.
Arsenal haven't lost against a top 5 team in like years. And you still haven't won the league title, so I don't think that.
That's not what he said, though, Mo. He said he's more focused on Chelsea improving their performances against the bigger teams, because he knows that this season, example, they pick up points to Liverpool, Arsenal, United, City.
Yes,
he's looking at improvement for that before he can even entertain the fact that his team can be in a title race, and I think he's valid for saying that.
I agree with him, but I don't think these games. I think these games aren't the games that put you in the title race. It's the other games. It's the smaller ones.
Yeah,
it's the Bournemouth game, and the reason why I'm saying Chelsea can be in the title race, I don't think they have the experience to win it.
No.
But I think they can exceed what everyone said they can do, which is challenge for 4th or 5th. The reason why I'm saying that, because you look at Chelsea today, who saw that we're going to come game week 14, he's going to bench Neto, he's going to bench Jackson, he's going to start Joao Felix, he's going to bench Lavia, and still be able to put in a good performances. He no more, Enzo Maresca, which credit to him, is having a Conference League team and a Premier League team. The guy is having everyone, bar Mudryk, involved in the Premier League. And that means that he's utilizing all the weapons that he was given by the board. And he's putting in good performances. That is all my argument.
So let me ask you something.
None of us expected that.
Let me ask you.
No one expected us to be where we are. Of course,
exactly.
True.
Okay, Mo, so let me ask you something on what you're saying, though, because I get everything you're saying, and I don't think anyone expected Chelsea to be sitting 2nd at this time. But here's the question: Are you insinuating, because of everything that we've seen so far, that they should challenge for the league?
They should no. They should no. They must, like the word, oh my God, you have to keep within touching distance with Liverpool. No.
Okay, so everything. I'm sorry,
but I'm dismissing the people that say, because there are 2 types of people: the people that want to say, oh, Chelsea will, oh, they'll definitely not gonna be within the distance between Arsenal and Liverpool. No, they don't have the talent. They can't do that. They don't have the manager's inexperience. Well, the manager's proven you wrong. Unless you think that this Chelsea team can do a Spurs like last season.
I don't think
which is completely fall off.
No. So here's the thing. I don't think they'll drop off that far. Before I continue the conversation, though, I'm sorry. The Chelsea rep. It's my first time working with you. Charlie.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Okay,
So,
Charlie, Jamie, TJ, Staffy.
I know everyone.
Mo.
And obviously Mo. Anyways, now I get what you're saying. I don't think there will be a capitulation.
Judge Mo, please.
Or Judge Mo. Corrupt Judge Mo. Anyways,
right, yes.
I don't think the capitulation will be as big as what happened with Spurs, because I don't think Chelsea are massively overachieving. When you look at the results that they've had, most of it looks believable. Like they did. Spurs were top of the league for about 3 months last season. That was a little bit like over
10
the top.
games. 10 games. 10 games.
I don't remember. It was a long time.
October champions.
It's exactly 10 games.
I just remember Ainge being manager of the month about 3 months in a row, and that's why I said that. It was something insane.
They won 8, drew 2, and then they were top of the league.
They were top of the league, yeah.
And then it fell up.
I'm looking at Chelsea's results, and I don't look at any of these results, and I'm like, yeah, this just looks a little bit too fake. No, they've beaten teams that I expected them to beat, and if anything, they didn't do so well in some of the bigger games. Against us, as an example, we weren't playing like a big team. It was just a big occasion.
That was our worst performance of the season. Worst performance of the season for us, that one at Old Trafford. Terrible.
Exactly. And this is what I'm saying. If you would have went on a 10-game winning streak, I'd be like, yeah, this looks like a little bit of a honeymoon phase. But you actually started the league slow, and then you picked up as the games went through. Because I remember you started with a loss to Man City, and then from there, as the result improved gradually. And you didn't win certain games. You played. Who did you play? You played Liverpool and you lost. What was the result with Arsenal? You guys drew or they beat?
We drew 1-1. But we also drew against Palace and Forest, which is not.
But I disagree with Staffy here. Stop. Let me just remind you. I think you forgot. You're gonna build it on the wrong thing, because I'm gonna ask you before you go on and build a conclusion on it. Hold on. No one thought that Chelsea, in the beginning of the season, would go to West Ham and smash them, would smash Villa at home, would win against Newcastle, would win against Bournemouth, right? No, but you can't tell me that you expected that from Chelsea. That people said Chelsea will be 6th or 7th. People didn't. By the way, they went to Bournemouth and won 1-0, one way or the other, just won 1-0. The odd performances are the Forest and the Crystal Palace. These are the 2 odd performances for them.
Yeah, but otherwise, that they smashed West Ham. The fact that they took 3 points from West Ham, I'm not looking at them like, oh my god.
What about Brighton 4? What about Aston Villa 3? What about Newcastle? None of these games are people are not gonna...
Newcastle and Aston Villa. I agree with you, but when you add the context of how bad they've been this season, it is not that hard to believe. If we were sitting there in the summer and we're talking about it, we're probably going to say, yeah, you know
Newcastle have not been bad, Staffy. They just drew.
Newcastle at home versus Newcastle away, completely different things. Sorry, go ahead.
It's just for you, TJ. Let's be honest.
Newcastle haven't won at Stamford Bridge since for over 10 years in the Premier League. So that's not. I don't think beating Newcastle at home is a surprise result.
Can I say that Chelsea drawing to Man United away from home 1-1 is a good result for them?
Given the record, yeah.
Before the start of the season, if you tell Chelsea fans you're going to go to Man United away and you're going to get a 1-1, yeah, fine. We'll take it.
Yeah. only based because we haven't won there for like 11, 12 years, whatever it is now. But with the way that we're playing and the way that Man United were playing at that point, that wasn't a good result.
The build up to that game, you guys should have smashed us 100%.
Absolutely.
I just knew you weren't because of the record. Yeah, I agree with you.
I look at this maybe a little bit differently. With the form of Manchester City at the moment, in my opinion, Chelsea have got to take full advantage of it. Chelsea are playing really well. Momentum is key in football. Chelsea have a lot of momentum right now. The Maresca's picking pretty much the same 11 quite a lot. He's got a lot of rhythm in that team now. Goals are starting to come as well. And I think because of the form of Man City, that's thrown everything off in the league this year. And if Chelsea can get this momentum going, I don't think Chelsea have really got a real difficult game to, I think, the 25th of January when they play Man City.
Yeah, until
then conversation will change then.
They play Fulham. They play
Yeah.
Fulham. They play Fulham. They don't play
Fulham
Man
where?
City. They play
Away?
Fulham at Stamford Bridge.
Okay, that's not a tough game.
I just feel like
Fulham are good this season. What are you talking about?
You playing Fulham away in the weekend. Do you think that's a tough game for you?
Yes. We lost to Craven Cottage last season.
Okay. That's your opinion. Go ahead, Jamie. I'm sorry. Okay.
The correct one.
I just feel like Chelsea with this momentum right now, and we'll keep going through this Christmas period as well, and just collecting points. That's the whole thing. Just keep collecting points. I think the form of Man City this season has thrown everything off, and because of that, I think Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal should all take advantage this season the best they absolutely can.
I'd still be shocked if Man City, if Chelsea finished above Man City. Like, we're only couple points ahead, maybe 2-3 points ahead. They'll be back. They'll strengthen in January. They'll find their rhythm again.
No, I don't think they will.
I'd be shocked if Chelsea finished above Man City this season. I don't see it personally, but you do never know. But I can't see that.
Yeah, it's like, I just feel like Chelsea got very good momentum right now, and I think Maresca's found a key with them. He's not playing so much of the squad like previous managers have done in the last couple of years. He's getting to a select few players. He's keeping them going. He's rotating them nicely. He's making good subs. He's, Jackson and Cole Palmer might be the best combination in the league this year so far. There's some good things with Chelsea that maybe have surprised a lot of people. Has it come too soon? Maybe. But in football, I always say momentum's key. Yeah. And if you can carry on this momentum, Chelsea could do something this year.
I look at the games coming up, like where I'm going to be really looking at whether Chelsea have improved. Brentford at home, right? Brentford have won their last 3 visits to Stamford Bridge. So I'm looking at that Brentford game. If we can win that, that's a sign that we're improving in a fixture that we've struggled in over the past few seasons. Everton away just before Christmas, shocking record at Goodison Park. We lose. We haven't won there for a good number of years. If we're picking up positive results in those games, then I know that we're onto something because we're getting results against teams that we struggled with. As Staffy said, that result at West Ham, right? People might look at it and think, oh, it's not much winning at West Ham away. Our record at the London Stadium, terrible. That was our first win there since COVID.
They've been a bogey team for you, but
yeah, exactly. So, like, whilst people
it's not like it's a surprise 3 points.
No, it's not a surprise. It's not a surprise. But like, given the record there, that was an important win. Even winning at places like Bournemouth, record not very good there. Like, people might look at it and think, oh, it's not that much. But actually, that win against Bournemouth is actually turning out to be a pretty good win when you see teams that are losing there. Tottenham, obviously Man City, Arsenal, all losing there. That win against Bournemouth is not looking too bad at the moment. So yeah, look, Chelsea are in a good position. We're doing well. This weekend is must win against Tottenham. And then after that, we've got Brentford at home. We've got 1 point away from home all season. And then we play Everton away. So those are our next 3 games until Christmas. And you've got like a trip to Kazakhstan and a Conference League in between. But, those fixtures there, we could get 9 points is very attainable. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's not beyond doubt.
And I think the Conference League has sort of helped you this season as well in a weird way, because you're able to play a completely different 11 in there, ain't you, and coast quite through because of the level of that quality. You look at Aston Villa, they completely dropped out this year because they haven't got the squad to maintain Champions League football. And because of the competition Chelsea's in, they're able to play a certain team in that competition and coast quite through comfortably. So, yeah, I think up to the new year, Chelsea are going to be in that top 3 comfortably for me. And then it's about how they carry on that momentum after the January period.
Yeah, I'd agree, because the games up to the end of the year is obviously we've got Tottenham away on Sunday, then we play Brentford at home, then we've got Everton away, we've got Fulham at home on Boxing Day, and then we've got Ipswich away just before New Year. So those are the next 5 games. We don't really play. I mean, look, there's still difficult games in there, but like, you look at those games, you think you're not playing any sort of major teams. You've got a tricky away there, Everton, last one at Goodison, but other than that, you're looking at those games as very, very winnable.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm just gonna say something. For me, if I'm a Chelsea fan, I get what Charlie's saying. All I'm looking for is that separation between me and the number 5 in the table. As long as I see, as long as I'm looking down and the 5th in the league is 5, 6, 7 points behind me, I'm good to go. I'm taking it a game by game. I keep winning and drawing games. As long as that is, I'm safe. Because the objective is to make Champions League, not Europa League next season after Conference League. That is the objective. However, the reality is Chelsea have the weapons. That is what people don't understand. We all doubt Chelsea. And let me tell you guys something. We all doubt Chelsea because of 2 things. Manager's experience, which is the resume of the manager, and the experience of the players, right? The only thing. However, Chelsea have some good players out there that can do the business that have been there. That is the thing. I don't think Chelsea, once they put the top 4 race behind them, I think they will take it game by game, which is similar to Liverpool, which is what Liverpool are doing. Liverpool aren't putting expectations on Arne Slot. He's not sitting every day with the FSG people, with Michael Evans, like, you must win the league. You have to. No, that's not their expectation. They're taking it game by game. That is their. I think Chelsea are the same. I still think that Chelsea can stay in that 2nd or 3rd around the Arsenal and Man City. And then we'll take it from there. Take it from there. If Liverpool drop points, it's everyone's league. The reality is, guys, Arsenal, Manchester City have dropped so many points that they opened the door. Arsenal and Manchester should not have been here. It shouldn't be 26 and 28 points in 14 games. That's too many points. Already in 14 games, you drop point in about 40% of the games.
Well, and this is why you wouldn't be games. This is why you wouldn't be saying this about Chelsea if those 2 teams picked up more points, which is why I'm saying, and this is not a diss to Chelsea. I'm actually saying that we shouldn't put that much pressure on Chelsea yet.
Yes.
Because they were not close to that last year. Because I saw someone in the comments earlier saying, why are you trying to take the pressure off Chelsea, but you wouldn't do the thing with Arsenal? Arsenal are like in their 5th year with Arteta, with much more money spent on this squad with this manager. Yes, I get Chelsea spent a lot of money when what's his name, Clear Lake took over and all that stuff. But that's not the same as the project Arteta's been doing. Arteta's been here way longer, and he's actually competed. So he needs to have pressure. I would put less pressure on Chelsea than Liverpool and Arsenal, because when you look at the last 3 years at least, these 2 teams competed more. These 2 teams had more stability, and they have more of this team that's been playing together versus the Chelsea team. Most of them are just playing together for the first time over the last 2 years. No, it would be insane to make the same comparison.
Absolutely, 100%. I wanted, before we move on from Chelsea, guys, it's about like 485, almost 500 people here. So can we get to 200 likes on this show, guys? And make sure to subscribe to all these guys' channels: Staffy TV, TJ Warren, Blues Brother CFC, and Jamie Phillips. Of course, I'm sure all of you guys are subscribed to Jamie. I actually want to speak about how Maresca is playing the likes of Felix and Enzo Fernandez, and he's getting the best out of these guys, and Neto and Madueke. And even Nkunku started last game. It's a very big surprise to me that someone like João Felix is sticking to the plan. I watched the last game of Chelsea, part of the games. He played very good.
He did.
And he was so influential in the game. And he wasn't doing the flicks and tricks and trying to look edgy. He just wanted to play the game. Maybe Madueke was a little bit lazy and he called him out, but that's different. But that is just... How's Maresca getting the best out of these guys? It's something beyond me, to be honest. It's in a very short time. Not a lot of people can do that. We're going to come to Amorim to see if he can get the best out of these guys.
He's done a very good job, you know. Like, a lot of the players have improved. Pretty much everyone's made improvements, bar Robert Sanchez. And look, in regards to Felix, like, yeah, he's played well the last 2 games against Leicester and against Southampton, against 2 newly promoted sides. So I'm not going to get too carried away with him. Look, I'm pleased with what he's done in the summer. I wasn't that pleased with the signing just because I don't think we needed him. We signed him for the wrong reasons, just in order for that Gallagher deal to go through. But he's here now. I want him to do well, but he still won't be trusted yet for big games. He won't start on Sunday against Tottenham. There's a reason why, you know, Maresca's happy to play him in these games against the Southampton, against the Leicester, for example, because he knows that, you know, Felix will do a job in those games. I don't think Felix has earned the full trust yet to be starting in a big game. Would you want a Felix starting ahead of a ahead of a Neto, ahead of a Sancho, or whoever it might be. No, you wouldn't. So look, Felix is doing well. It's good that these players are contributing, you know, and they've proven that they can be relied upon when called up. But ultimately, Felix still needs to win the trust in the big games. But Maresca, I think, is just giving confidence to the players. I think with his man management, he knows exactly how to get the right tune out of these guys. The Madueke thing's a classic example. He's not going to do a 10-arg like he did with Sancho and, like, you know, kick him whilst he's down. He's had a good game. He was named man of the match. He scored a goal. He got an assist. And then he's, you know, questioned his ability, his attitude, not attitude in training, but his levels in training. That's the time to do it, to get more from these players. Look, you know what, Noni, you've had a good game, but there's more there from you. And that's going to get, you know, a better response. So for me, he's exceeded expectations. Everything he's done is right so far, but I'm also fully aware that that's not going to be the case every single week. And that's not going to last forever. Like, he will get things wrong, but what he's done by, you know, making this good start is he's earned trust, and because all the decisions that he's made have paid off. Like 7 changes against Southampton. You can say it's only Southampton, and I get that, but 7 changes for a Premier League game. I was thinking this might be a little bit too much rotation potentially, but you know that worked, and it was fine in the end. So all these decisions that he's making are paying off. So he earns that trust that if he does something, I'm not going to question it, because everything he's done so far has looked pretty good. His in-game management as well. First 15-20 minutes against Southampton, you know, he wasn't happy with it. He calls 3 or 4 of the players over, explains what the problem is, and then that's dealt with, and that doesn't happen again. So we're going from a Pochettino and a Graham Potter where it was very much vibes and just kind of whatever. And now we've got structure. We've got a manager who, you know, demands the absolute maximum from players.
And the players are all together, Charlie, as well. And it shows on the pitch. There's
but this is it, Mo.
There's no arguing over penalties like there was last season.
You feel like there's someone
there's a lot more structure.
I feel like actually there is someone with a whip outside for these kids. Yes, they like each other, but I feel like Maresca on the sideline is different than Pochettino. And just be honest. I know that the people that like Pochettino would not see this. I feel like Maresca has this personality about him, is that if you argue, I'm not going to play you. Yeah. I'm going to call you out. I'm not going to pat you on the back. I have so many players that I don't need to pat anyone on the back. And that is credit to the guy, to be honest.
But also, Mo, like I was going to say, like there were times under Graham Potter, under Pochettino, where I was doubting the quality of this team. I was thinking of these players. I'm thinking, are these guys actually as good as what the scouting and what the sporting directors in the club think they are? And as soon as you actually have a manager in there who has got tactics, has got an identity, got a style of play, got a structure, suddenly these players are actually good. But I was doubting how good they were because of what we were doing under Pochettino, what we were doing under Graham Potter. You had doubts over the quality of the squad, but now you're seeing with a bit of structure and a manager that's instilling belief in players and improving players, that this squad is actually very, very good, and it is up there with one of the best squads in the league.
Yeah. I'm looking at Chelsea and I'm like, it's true. People should be scared of Chelsea, to be honest. People should be scared. Red Indian is saying Arsenal fan base also say that the majority of their players would start for Madrid. Gabriel, Jesus starts over Valverde or Rodrigo. Red Indian, that ship has sailed. That Real Madrid Arsenal ship of Igal has sailed, my friend.
And it was only Igal saying that, by the way. Why are we doing this?
No one else was saying that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Get off Twitter.
Pick up. Random question. Ahly versus Inter Miami. Very good game. Very good game. But Mina, I'm just telling you something. No one gives a fuck about the Club World Cup, bro. No one gives a fuck. I don't even know the dates. And it's played in America.
No, you'll be up for it next summer when it comes.
I promise I'll be on summer on vacation, bro.
No. Watch. Mo's gonna go to a game when they have one.
Mo will be at a game. He'll be there.
Hopefully, I won't be even here in America when that happens. If I'm spending the summer in America, this is miserable, bro. It's just spending the summer in America is miserable, bro. I'm sorry. With all due respect to everyone.
In Texas, to be clear.
In Texas. If I'm spending the summer in Texas here, this is miserable, bro. It's freaking 120 degrees Fahrenheit. About 48, feeling like 55. So that's not good, to be honest. But yes, Ahly versus Inter Miami. I'm looking at Ahly versus, to be honest with you, I think River Plate.
Ahly, are they Egyptian team?
Yeah, that's my team. I grew up in the club.
Did they win African Champions League?
I don't know. But this
how
is
did they get in there? They must have won the league.
Are you there? Are Chelsea there?
Yeah, last three.
How are you there then?
Last 3 winners of the Champions League are in. Us, Real Madrid, Man City. Yeah.
I thought it's Real Madrid, Man City, Real Madrid again. So why are you there? Why in Liverpool there?
Yeah, and Real Madrid got entered twice.
No, Liverpool second or something. Not them, not Chelsea.
No, it's winners. It's winners, Mo. Winners circle only.
Anyway, Al Ahly won the African, like the Champions League, the CAF Champions League lately. So,
yeah, they have the most. Anyways, this should be.
Listen to Luke and hit that like button, people. I don't know, we're absolutely slagging off. We are not even on 200 likes. Let's get the likes up. Al Ahly is the biggest club in Africa, most successful teams in the world. But anyway,
Middle East.
Should Liverpool fans doubt their team though before we go to Arsenal? And
why? What? Because they had a draw
because of the performance against. Because the performance against Newcastle, the Gomez, Kwanzaa, Callagher, still not have no Alisson.
No, but he's made
Newcastle at home is a beast.
Mistake.
I don't understand what this is about.
A draw away at Newcastle is not a bad result, by the way.
Nope.
I said that, but some Liverpool fans said it's an easy game. We should have won.
It's never an easy game, that.
I think we should have won, but yeah, it was a poor performance. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, I'm not surprised we dropped points after the Real Madrid and Man City game. You know, putting everything into their matches. I'm not surprised we dropped points, but the performance was. You know, I'm fine having a point away to Newcastle, but it's just the performance side of the game that was a bit disappointing. Most disappointing thing is that you're winning a game 3-2 and you're in the 90th minute for some reason. Your goalkeeper decides not to catch an easy ball. It's just that, and I still don't know what he was doing. You know, Kelleher's been pretty faultless this season coming in for Alisson, done a tremendous job, and I thought he was at fault for all 3 goals, if I'm honest. But that third goal, I don't know what he was doing.
So no one is doubting Liverpool after this game, because I said that and people still think, okay, here is the consensus around this Liverpool. Did you see? We told you so. We told you so.
You're talking about HUSAM, and HUSAM is an anomaly.
Not only HUSAM. A lot of Liverpool fans in my chat, we told you so.
Yeah, but they're influenced by HUSAM. So listen, if we redirected, no, seriously.
What happened?
You know what happened?
Leopards after that too.
You know what happened, TJ?
For no reason.
HUSAM went live and he was like, "I told you guys so." Oh, by the way, we're redirecting the Mo, and they all went to Mo's channel. And they said, "Yeah, we all told you so." Mo, let's just be honest. Was Liverpool gonna win every game for the remainder of the season?
No,
exactly. So why would anyone change their opinion based on one game?
That's the 3rd game they've dropped points in all season.
Exactly.
They've dropped points in 3 games out of 14. They've had 2 draws and 1 loss. And what it's meant to be panic stations when they're 7 points clear at the top of the table and they're playing some brilliant stuff. They're the best team in the league right now. And you're 7 points clear in December. Why would you be doubting that team? Yeah, I don't get it.
And they don't have they don't have what could be considered a difficult fixture until January 5th when they play Man United.
Yeah, I mean, our Christmas fixtures are not too bad, but yeah, to be 7 points clear, I think whoever you support, you'd rather be 7 points clear than 7 points behind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
unless you are Ty of AFTV, go ahead.
Yeah, because he's mental, like. But yeah, yeah, look, with 7 points.
I don't think he means what he says, but unless he doesn't comprehend what he's saying, to be honest.
No, he knows exactly what he's doing. He ain't silly. Yeah, look, we're 7 points in front. We weren't going to win 25 games on the trot, were we? You know, so we're going to drop points along the way. The important thing for Liverpool, though, is not to drop any more points this weekend. You know, you got to win this weekend. You know, if you look at it, and then after this weekend, you can look at it and go, right, had international break, came back, beat Southampton, beat Real Madrid, beat Man City, drew to Newcastle, beat Everton. That ain't too bad. You know what I'm saying? That's not too bad of a little run. And plus this big run that Liverpool been on fixture-wise, you know, most rivals said this is where we're going to drop loads of points and fall off the title race. And that ain't been the case. You know, in the 11 games we've played, we've won them all apart from Arsenal and Newcastle. So it's been a very, very good run. And The important thing is to keep going this weekend. I know a lot of people in the chat are saying the game's going to be called off tomorrow. I don't believe it is.
I tried to look
it's
for
windy. It's quite windy. It's going to be really windy in the UK.
Yeah, well, so in the coast of Wales, they're getting this big storm Dara coming through, and it's going to be up to 90 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, football cannot be played in 90 miles an hour.
But Liverpool, I think the wind is going to be around 59 to 60 mile an hour.
I don't think it's going to be football.
So in the stadium, I don't know if the wind could be less inside the stadium though. So it all depends, don't it? But I don't think it'll be called off. I think it'll still continue. So, yeah, we just got to win.
But with Gomez, to be honest with you, Gomez and Kwanzaa last game, Arnestad got it wrong. Gomez should have played right back and Kwanzaa
he should have
back. He should have swapped him because both of them were cooked.
I agree.
To be honest with you, Van Dijk was cooked in this game.
Everyone was cooked.
Isak literally cooked him. Movement-wise, the goal, and Gravenberch wasn't good. Somehow, Newcastle team just rise at St. James's Park, and I told people this: that Arsenal versus Man United, it's the easier game. It's actually the easier game.
Yeah,
I said that Arsenal versus Man United is the easier game than Newcastle versus Liverpool.
The thing, like everyone, I'm not going to sit here and pretend there was good performances. There weren't. Everyone for Liverpool was terrible on Wednesday, apart from obviously Mo Salah, who's like I literally watched Mo Salah decide in the second half, go, you know what, guys, if you lot ain't going to do this, I'm just going to do it on my own. He just went into a different gear. He's generally, I know it might be biased saying this, but for me, he's the best player in the world right now. I don't think there's a player that touches Mo Salah right now.
But he's only worth a 1 year extension, though.
Yeah, it's madness.
That's wild to me.
I'd give him the. I personally, the rumours going around right now, I personally think he's very close to signing a 3-year deal. So I think it'll get done. Why it's taken us so long, I have no idea, but I think it will get done. But yeah, I just think he's the best player in the world right now, and the stuff he's doing is ridiculous. In that game, I just saw him decide to, I'm going to win this game. I've had enough. We're messing around here. What are we doing? I don't know if he gave Kelleher the side eye in the changing rooms after. You know, if I'm Mo, I'd have been a bit pissed. I ain't lying. I would have just I've done all that. I've got us back. It's like a couple of minutes left.
There is news from Egypt that he already signed a 3-year contract.
Yeah, apparently so. Apparently there's rumors going.
A lot of people in Egypt waffle a lot, like these ex-players of Egypt. Every one of them claim that they know something.
Yeah, just for waffling, man.
Bro, Mido claimed that already the contract was signed with Saudi Arabia.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, and I did a video about it.
Did he say something else as well, Mido? Didn't he say he was like close to Real Madrid at one time?
Yeah, something like that, bro. One of the pundits, an ex-player that used to play for Bayern Leverkusen, claimed that Mohamed Salah already signed the contract or something. Like some kind of thing like that. Or that it's today, bro. It's just kind of ridiculous. People just do these things and they're weird. But anyway, Mohamed Salah deserves the contract. If Liverpool don't give him a contract, he'll go to Chelsea. Chelsea will make him home again.
Yeah, I think he goes to PSG if he don't sign a contract.
I'm not sure. You go to Paris Saint-Germain, bro. What would he do? I would rather him go to Saudi Arabia than
he's destined to Saudi. He will play in Saudi at some point.
Oh, yeah. But
what would he do in Paris Saint-Germain? They're not going to win the Champions League. And they're going to win the league with or without him. What does that add to him money-wise? He could earn more in Saudi Arabia and sign a longer-term contract.
Wouldn't he go to Germany or like a Bayern Munich? Some place that would actually
they have very young team to pick him.
Yeah.
I think it would go to Saudi Arabia.
Not really known for making these type of signings.
Anyway. Yeah. You know, they don't. The ones that do these
someone wouldn't do
it. Barcelona might do it just to.
Except for Harry Kane.
But where would he play? Where would he play though?
I don't know. Barcelona have trouble registering players that'll be on nowhere near most salary, so I don't know if they'll be able to do it.
Yes, Liverpool at the current moment they're a force. If Liverpool win the Champions League, Mohamed Salah is just going to win Ballon d'Or and he's going to be the go to the Premier League, without a shadow of a doubt.
If he wins the Champions League, Premier League, and a Ballon d'Or in one season, yeah, because he's missing one of those for every argument. One of the reasons why Ronaldo is always in and conversations being the GOAT is because of the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, but he won 3-peat with Ronaldo, top to the Champions League, and then he won.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he needs one of those to he needs one more Premier League to get one at least on Henry in that conversation, because one of the reasons
he won trophy, he won only 2 Premier League titles. Only.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he needs one more to solidify that over.
Yes. One more.
And you can tell with Mo as well. He knows that as well. He's trying everything in his power to win everything this year, man.
I said he's the best player in Liverpool history. And
I love the guy. I absolutely love him.
In Liverpool history. And some people told me, Mo, but you know that Gerrard won 13 league titles and Salah won 11. Yeah, 13 league titles. 12 of them are cups.
Yeah, I love Stevie. Stevie's my man, but Mo Salah's Liverpool's greatest Premier League player. I love Mo, man.
If it was from Liverpool, that conversation, that argument would have been done. It would have been unanimous by now.
I don't think Salah gets the recognition worldwide that he should get because he's not European.
Yeah, that's true.
I think if Salah was European, they'd get more.
I think people are going. History is going to look back on him more favorably. I just think the fact that he's still in the league right now, people aren't recognizing greatness. But he's obviously easily the best player in the Premier League right now, and up there for the best player in Europe. I mean, I agree with what you said earlier. He's been an absolute game changer. He's putting the team on his back in certain games, and I just think history will look back on him a lot easier than people are right now.
Yeah, 100%. That guy here is saying Italian and Chelsea just fits nicely. Thank you, Maresca. Yeah, Di Matteo, Ancelotti, Ranieri, even before that. You know, Conte. Maurizio Sarri, it didn't sit very well. Maurizio Sarri ended sour.
He came third and won Europa League. It was a good season.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah. Salah to enter free agent FC. We can't afford the wages. We're not gonna get Salah. We can't afford the wages. I wish though, but he wouldn't start for us because we don't have a spot for him because we don't have wingers. So where would he play?
Play him in a front two of two.
I'm joking. He would play. He would definitely play. Go into Man United and Arsenal. I just want to start a little bit with Man United. I have said that Man United are back. A lot of people are saying Man United are back. They're back. Yes, Staffy had a trim looking sharp. Yes.
Albin, you just got engaged. Don't flirt with me.
Yeah. Oof.
Wow.
Got engaged.
Were you happy with the performance against Arsenal, Staffy, at all?
Was I happy with the performance? No.
Yeah. No. It's very good.
No. So there's elements I was happy with, but you can't be happy with the performance when we barely created anything. I was happy with the setup. So when you ask me how did the manager set you up, I can tell you that I see improvements in the way we set up now versus how we set up under what's his name? Under Ten Hag.
Ten Hag. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I try to forget his name.
Man, I already forgot his name. Yeah.
No, unfortunately, I still mess up his name now. Like the other day, we were talking, and every time I wanted to say Amorim, I'd say Ten Hag. Even Oski called me. I was like, bro, you keep saying his name a lot. But yeah, no, the way we set up better than we've done over the last couple of years. You know, so under Amorim, there's been improvements in that. Am I happy with the performance? No, because I give us a very low rating when it comes to on the ball performance.
Would you say that would you agree with Arsenal fans that said that it was a total domination in the second half and they completely dominated Man United?
They outplayed us in the second half. I wouldn't say it was a complete domination, but they outplayed us. A big part of it is that we had to open up after conceding that first goal. I mean, let's not be disingenuous. We all know how football works. We were set up well to not concede from open play, but obviously they have a very lethal weapon that no one else has, which is their corners. And you look at the time where we conceded. It was in the 50th minute or 50-something minute, and what's it called? That just throws the game plan out of the window because he had to make changes right away, and he brought on Rashford and Xerxes. Would he have done that at that same exact minute if it was 0-0? I don't know, you know. But yeah, I mean, listen, I don't do results-based analysis, and the manager's doing the same thing. He came out in the press and he's talking about again that listen, we just go into games and we're looking for progress and we're looking for improvement, and you learn from every game. That's what I learned from last game, you know. So I was happy. I was happy with the setup at least.
Do you think, Staffy, do you think this is a bigger job than he realised in the first place? Because I think like the performances, like obviously like against Ipswich and one like his first game, but I just think it kind of laid bare the task to him if he wasn't aware of it in the first place, like how big this job is and how big the rebuild actually is. So I look at United, the squad's not terrible, but there's so many players that just aren't of the quality to put that shirt on. There's too many of them. And it's going to take quite a long time to get those players out and then bring in the players what he actually wants. Like people think, like a lot of people were thinking, oh yeah, he's going to come in and it's going to be, a quick fix. And this is not a quick fix. And I think these sort of 3 or 4 games that he's had or whatever have kind of proven that it's not a quick fix, and the quality is just not there in enough positions.
No, but I think we all knew that. I mean, I think we have to be very oblivious to think that this is a quick fix, which is why it was a couple weeks ago or maybe a couple months ago where the rumors were coming out that Omar Barada and his team have spoken and they realistically think that they could build a team to compete for the league in 2028. And that's 3 years from now. So when you say 3 years from now, it means they're at least acknowledging how tough of a job it is. So my mic sucks.
Yeah, your mic goes in and out. You keep low and out, and
because I'm moving. Low. Do you hear me well now?
Yeah, because you keep moving away from the mic.
Oh, it's probably because of me. Sorry. Yeah. I tend to move a lot. Apologies. But let me know if you don't hear me well. Anyways, what was I saying? Back to your point, Charlie. Yeah, no, I think we all know it's a tough job. I don't think anyone expects this to be a quick fix. I do think he knows that it's a tough job. I don't think he took on the job thinking it would be easier than it is. You can see his frustration on the sideline, I'll be honest with you. But a part of it, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I looked at the game, and I think the fixes that we have are easier than people make it out to be. My biggest worry is if we got another manager who came in who didn't know how to use players and set them up correctly. And the manager has done that so far. I feel like every game he's using the players to his best ability. He's trying to max out what he can get from them. These players are just, some of them are just not good enough. Yeah. And to me, when a player is just not good enough, I think that is the easiest fix, because the easiest thing to do is dump a player in the transfer window and just sign another one who's better. It would be bad. It would be worse for me.
Arsenal would have won the league already by now, but fine.
No, okay. So you look at that, but you can say Arsenal didn't win the league because they actually didn't sign good players.
Because they couldn't replace a lot of players over the past 2 seasons. So what you're saying,
that comes down to
maybe that for Man United is maybe, but you struggled a lot to replace Maguire. Lindelof. You struggled to replace a lot of players. Rashford, it's not as easy.
So the point that I'm trying to make, Mo, is it would be a worse case if the manager is using players incorrectly, like Ten Hag used to do as an example. I used to look at Ten Hag and I'm like, you know what? I don't think this squad is this great, but you're making them worse than they are. Because he'd use players for abilities that they don't have. And I'll be like, bro, I don't think you're maxing out what you could get from these players. He'd bench the likes of Ahmad when we think they're the most talented player on that team. We'd have Garnacho playing ahead of everyone, getting the most shots every game and all that. And I'm like, yeah, he's probably our best attacker. You'd see Casemiro playing deep in the pitch, building up instead of being higher up the pitch. And I'm like, Casemiro is not a build-up player. You should have him further away from the build-up. Things like that is a bigger issue to me than a manager who just needs to improve the quality. Because at the end of the day, as I said, you can address these fixes in the market. Let's say, as an example, and I'm going to speak as a hypothetical. He looks at Garnacho. He's like, you know what? Garnacho's not good enough. We go and sell him in the summer for pure profit since he's an academy product, and you go and sign Kvaratskhelia from Napoli. That is an instant upgrade from one player to the other, and automatically you would put him in that position that he uses Garnacho, and you're automatically going to see improvements. To me, that is easier than me looking at how Amorim uses the players. I'm like, you know what? He's using players in the wrong positions. He needs to fix up. Oh, he probably doesn't know his players. So far, he's shown me in the first 4 games that he's learning the squad, and he's learning the squad quickly. We send Maresca as an example, who hasn't played football for 18 months, and he had him clamp up Saka. I gotta give him praise for that, because I personally gave up on Maresca, but he was able to use him well. You've seen Mazraoui so far. Every position he puts him in, he looks good. So these are the little things that I'm looking at. I'm like, you know what? The fix is going to be addressed in the windows. Right now, we're just doing what we're supposed to do, which is identifying who's good and who's not and using them in the right positions. So I actually think
it's a quicker fix than what people think. I think if this guy's given tools next summer, I think he'll cook. I think Man United will be, maybe not win the league or challenging for the league, but they will be, for example, Man United can do a Chelsea. Like what Chelsea are doing this season.
How good we invest in the transfer window, Mo.
Yes.
So the reason I can't say how quick of a fix it is or not is because I don't know how active we're going to be. Because I do think there's a lot of work to do. So our front line is example. It's
terrible.
I'm not sure how can you get away. I am not sure how Man United would be able to get rid of the Højlund, Rashford, Garnacho, and Xerxes. How's that even going to happen?
So
no one is going to pick the contracts of these guys. No, none. Man United are looking to get Eucharist, right? For the whatever.
It's a rumor. I don't know. I wouldn't sign a striker in the summer. I don't think that's the priority. I think the priority that we need 10s. Because I will be honest with you, as much as I've been a big critic of
you have an Amad Diallo and Bruno Fernandes.
What?
Come on, bro. Bruno Fernandes.
He played Bruno Fernandes as an 8 against Arsenal.
Yeah, like, Bruno Fernandes long term.
He's not doing anything.
When Kobe Maino's there, it's Kobe Maino, Ugarte, Bruno Fernandes, and another guy behind whoever is going to play as a striker. That is the ultimate lineup for Man United. Kobe Maino in the build-up play in the first phase. Casemiro or Ugarte to break the play. Bruno Fernandes is to dictate the game higher on the pitch. The other guy, whoever it is, if you want to say Ahmad or whatever, is the technical guy behind the striker. The 2 wing backs should fly high, which can be Mazraoui and another left wing back. And that is the attack for you. You attack with 6. I think that is good. Nobody did. Red Indian, don't say Anthony. That's a joke. But anyway.
Can I ask a question?
Someone
Red Indian. Time out Red Indian now. Give him 5 minutes so he can learn his lesson. I know this is not Staffy TV, but let's see how angry I got.
He looked better than Amad Diallo when he came on. He was more effective.
On my channel, when you say something stupid, you need to help.
They're joking, bro. Just chill.
They're joking. 5 minutes right now.
They're joking, bro. They're joking. Just chill.
That's
free joke. It's a joke. Bro,
Staffy got hot on it. His face is as red as that sign behind
him. For some reason, people
refuse
refuse to believe that Anthony can be used at some point. Maybe he's going to revive his career.
He's crap.
He's crap.
You guys said the same about Modric, and he's being used now.
But Modric's done way more than Anthony's done.
Well, last game they set up.
Guys, Anthony did more. Anthony did more than Amad Diallo when he came on the pitch. At least Anthony almost scored.
Yeah, Amad Diallo was running and they couldn't pick a pass to him. Of course he did nothing because they couldn't pass him up to him. They had a whole comp.
Your boy Amad Diallo did less than Anthony when he got the ball.
He just got the ball.
He got the ball. He dribbled dead
him.
Zinchenko a couple of times, and then after this,
he skinned Zinchenko.
Like took Zinchenko, man.
He cooked him.
Not hard. Just saying.
The thing about Man United is that
playing left back.
I think actually with the current team, I actually think they can play well with the current team. Actually, they can play better than. Oh yeah,
we'll finish in the top 6.
Do you want me to tell you a lineup that will play? De Ligt, Euro, Lisandro Martinez.
Yeah, decent.
Okay, Dallo on one side, Mazraoui on the other side.
Say that again. Back 3 is who?
Euro, De Ligt, Lisandro.
And where's Mazraoui?
Yeah, Habibi, wait. Mazraoui right wing back because he's very good going forward. People forget. Okay, here is the difference. In the summer, I kind of said that Mazraoui is not a good fullback for Man United. Yeah, but hold on. He's still not like amazing. He plays better for Man United because the most of your players are dead. I think Mazraoui is better going forward. So the 3-4-3 suits him very well. People don't understand that Mazraoui is actually an offensive fullback, not a defensive fullback. Because they watched him with Morocco. Mazraoui, Ajax, and Bayern Munich, they're 2 very offensive teams. And he was the right back that go forward. And we see the quality of Mazraoui when he gets in the final third. Everyone can see that the guy can cross, can dribble, can pick the right pass. Yes, he's solid defensively, which is fine. But I think Mazraoui as a right wing back will cook for Man United. Because he's actually good going forward and he's not bad defensively. He's actually shown.
They got to get a new left wing back. Shaw is finished. And
yes,
Maresca
is for now. But the reality is, for now, Dallo can play because I believe Dallo is a very good player.
Yeah, but you need someone else. You need someone. You need a first choice. Yeah,
in the summer, yes, in the summer.
Address it for sure.
They will address that for sure, 100%, because Luke Shaw's already injured again, and Maresca is unreliable. But what I mean, tomorrow, you're asking me a starting lineup for Man United tomorrow that can play well. is, as I'm telling you, the three at the back, Mazraoui and Dalot wing backs, Amad Diallo and Bruno Fernandes behind whoever the fucker is going to play up top, whoever one of the two, and Kobe Menu and Ugarte. That's a decent lineup. You can't tell me that's a dead lineup.
No, so the thing you're missing is he likes to invert one of his wingers. And he's been doing
what wingers? There are no wingers in the team. No wingers.
Wing backs, you know what I mean, bro. Like the wing.
No, sorry. Wing backs are different, but okay. What do
you
you mean?
What I mean? I didn't mean to say wingers. I meant to say wing backs.
No, I don't understand what you mean inverting a wing back. I've never seen.
So
he
likes to use an inverted right wing back. That's why what's his name? We've been using Diallo and Anthony over there. If you notice, Diallo's been on the left, and Maresca's been on the left. So that side, he usually inverts someone in. So when you say Mazraoui,
what do you mean invert stuff? Invert like be in the midfield, like a wing back come in the midfield?
No, like someone when they reach the final third, they cut
inside with the left. So that's the other.
So like
that's Dalot on the left.
No, because
Dalot on the left.
Yes, he did it that one. I forgot what game was it. The Everton game or the game before it?
The reason why he benched Amad Diallo against against Arsenal is that Amad Diallo is okay. Here's the thing: there are some players in your team. They are 80% offensive players, 20% defensive players. Amad Diallo is one of these guys. We agree, right?
And what? Wait, say that again. Amad Diallo's what?
Amad Diallo is more of an 80% offensive player, 20% defensive player. We agree on that, right?
Yeah, but he defends well. Like
he's not a defender. He's not a wing back.
He's not a defender, but he's good defensively.
Amad Diallo.
Amad Diallo, yeah, he's very good off the ball. You're not
defensively, no.
A bit more. So maybe we're looking at defense different. We literally in that Everton game scored 3 goals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In big games, against big games, he chose more of a balanced guy rather than like if you're playing Chelsea, Amad Diallo is not going to be the right wing back. That side will be cooked.
Against Arsenal, he went with the Maresca and Dalot because he views
which is 50-50
as more defensive than them two. Let me tell you this. Actually, he actually said this in the press. He views Diallo and Anthony as attacking wing backs, and he views Dalot and Maresca as defensive wing backs. However, that does not mean that I don't think Diallo is good defensively. He's not. His best ability is going forward, but it doesn't mean he's a liability when it comes to defending. Because if you remember that first game against Ipswich, he actually looked like a fullback.
Ipswich.
No. But that's the
you played compact. You played compact.
Yeah. That day, the average position for our wing backs was very deep in the pitch, so they technically played like they were fullbacks. However, he was there the whole game, which means that he's aware of his defensive duties. I'm not saying by any means is he great defensively, but I think he off the ball is not a liability whatsoever. So yes,
I think he's a 10. To be honest with you,
it's not like he's a liability.
Do you think?
Okay,
do you think?
Anyway,
do you think you can still? Do you think you can still be a top team in the Premier League playing a back three these days? I'm just putting. I know when obviously when Conte we won the league in a back three with Moses as a right wing back and Marcus Alonso left wing back or whatever. But do you think you can still be successful in this day and age in the Premier League playing a three? Because Conte tried it. Do you reckon?
City won the treble playing the
yeah. No, I'm not. I don't really have an opinion one way. I was wondering if people still think you can be successful.
What do you think, Charlie?
I think if you've got the right personnel and a good enough manager, then yeah, I don't see why not.
Do you believe Amorim is a good enough manager to do that for them, or you don't know enough about him?
Don't know. I haven't seen enough. I would need to see a bit more from him. You know, this season and next season potentially. Look, what he's done at Sporting is great. This obviously is a level up. So. I think Amorim in the long run is going to be very good at United, and I think you can. I think you can still do decent stuff in a back three, but you've got to have the personnel right.
Yeah.
Can I say something? Go ahead. Good. I
was just going to say that's my only issue. Does a back three work long term in the Premier League? Because we've not really seen it, have we?
Yes,
I
just said City.
No. For long term, I mean, for seasons over seasons. I mean, not just like the odd season here and there. Like long term, and it's Amorim's it's his long term tactic. It's the tactic he likes.
You saw Conte do it at Tottenham, and he got him top 4 with not a great squad.
Yeah, but I'm on about not a one season thing, like continuously. If he's going like 4 or 5 seasons, over a long. That's what I'm saying. We've seen in the Premier League teams play it for an odd season here and there, but we've not seen it on a consistent basis ever in the Premier League. Really,
I disagree. I feel like we've seen it a lot in less views. even Klopp in his last few days, yes, he does not set up in a 3, but when you had the ball, most of the times you were playing in a 3 anyways. And that's why I said City won the treble, and they were playing a 3 in the back. They started with a 4, but Stones, we all knew Stones on paper was a center back. The minute the game started, he was in midfield. Even, by the way, if I don't know how much you guys watched of United over the last 4 games,
I watch every game.
No, not you, but like to Charlie, because he obviously asked that question. Off the ball, we defend in a 4 anyways. On the ball, we go back to a back 3. And that's why he mentioned, and that's the point I was telling you more about the Maresca and Dello. The reason he has the left-sided wing back more defensive-minded is because he knows when we lose the ball, that left wing back slots in as a left center back. The left wing back slots in as a fullback, and then the other 3 that are already on the ball, the 3 center backs, they're kind of spread out to take a shape of a 4, which is why Diallo doesn't actually, when you look at the Everton game, he wasn't really dropping that deep. The minute we won the ball, we already had numbers up top at the halfway line. So top managers right now, they play with different formations on and off the ball. And I think most top teams anyways, even if on paper they don't set up in a back 3, when you get the ball, you are in the back 3.
Oh, we do that. We play back 3. In possession, we're in a back 3. Fullback inverts into midfield. In possession, we play in a back 3.
That's what I'm saying. We'll Cucurella as an example.
I think we are the only team, us, and I think even Amorim are the only teams from what I watch with Sporting Lisbon that we stick to the formation. Formation is a formation. Like Inter play 3-5-2, it's a formation 3-5-2. Amorim for Sporting Lisbon is 3-4-3, 3-4-3. Change positions, yes, Staffy. Change this guy, but it's a 3-4-3. It's a 3 center backs that stay as 3 center backs with a sweeper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So it's not as flexible as Pep or Maresca's back 4 with Caicedo inverting and play like 3-2-2-3. You know what I mean? It's not that. Amorim and us, we play the exact same formation that it's on paper. Against Arsenal, right? Sporting Lisbon looks exactly like the Amorim team. Against Man City, Sporting Lisbon played 3-4-3. Simple. So I don't think it's that flexible. I actually disagree with everyone. I actually think if Amorim's a good manager, I think he can take the league by surprise by 3-4-3. And it is very hard for people to stop it. If you have good quality players, it is. And let me tell you guys why. Even though Mikel Arteta played against Sporting Lisbon, and Mikel Arteta had the tapes, of course, of Ruben Amorim, how many switches to 3 wing backs happened in the game? 10, 15 times where Man United get the ball and Malaysia's free, or on the other side who was the right wing back? Dallo was free in the first half. Dallo completely free. Why? Because it is very hard to stop that wing backs from being free because your players are not used to, unless you go man to man. Unless you go man to man on every guy and leave the forward 1-on-1, the wing back will always be free. Inter used that. We used it against Man City. We used it against Arsenal when our wing backs were free inside the 18 and DeMarco was, who's playing? Darmian was free on the other side. It is very hard. I think Man United have a weapon in their hand to use, Charlie, to be honest.
Yeah, they could well do.
If they get the right wing backs and they get the right forwards and the right 10s, it will work. It will work.
There's a bit more work to do in the market, but we all know that. It definitely can work, but you've got the quality's got to improve.
I'm going to have to say something before we end the Man United section and do a couple of super chat. I actually think that because Man City might not rebuild as people assume they're going to do, people think that Man City will go spend 300 million. And because Arsenal and Chelsea are already done their thing, and Chelsea are like 1 goalkeeper or something, and because no team is that strong, and I don't know what is going to happen with Liverpool, Man United have a chance to break into that fold, into the top 4, and within next season. Right away. People assume there is no outstanding team in the league. The only outstanding team at the current moment is what? Is Liverpool?
Yeah.
And you all say that Liverpool might not keep Trent, but we don't know what is the Salah situation. He might renew. Van Dijk. Liverpool might extend Mohamed Salah by 1 year only, and we'd be sitting here in October having the same conversation again.
The league will be open next year, Mo. I agree.
Thank you. That's what I mean. So Man United have people back in the days or in the last 5 years, it's either Liverpool, Man City, or Arsenal, Man City, and you're done. The door is shut. It's done. You cannot break into that.
A lot's changing for next year.
Now it's way more competitive. Look at the Brighton, what are they doing? So I think people that rule out Man United, I believe in an Amorim hype. I believe in Amorim. I think he's very good. I don't believe in the United team, by the way. I don't believe.
Senior Amorim. That's his name.
I don't get what people call him Amorim. I don't know what the end.
Oh, it pisses me off. Thank you. And it's the English.
Said.
Yeah.
Why Amorim Said?
They say Amorim. I don't know why. It's not
like, why Amorim? It's Amorim.
It's so annoying.
Say, guys, we have spent an hour, 10 minutes, and we haven't mentioned Arsenal once yet. Oh, you only talk about Arsenal every stream. Fuck off. I don't know why we compare Gerrard to Salah. One is a goal scorer, the other can play everywhere and stepped up in finals and big games. Two different players. So, Andrew, you're saying that Gerrard is better than that. It's your thing. I don't know. Maybe. I don't get why we compare two, because one of them is going to be the greatest. Like Milan, people compare Maldini to other players as well. Like Juventus compare Del Piero to Buffon. One is a goalkeeper, one is a forward too.
At the end of the day, we're comparing two quality players, so don't really, you know what I mean?
Red Indian is saying Anthony. Well, if Amorim revives Anthony, there's a statue outside of Old Trafford next to Alex Ferguson.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna revive his passport, bro. He's gonna make sure he renews it so they sell him, and then he leaves right away.
They go rub the Brazilian bit out. They go rub the Brazilian bit out.
United have the best striker in the world, 80 million Harry Maguire. Let me just tell you guys something. If Man United renew Harry Maguire, someone is getting paid off this contract. There's a
is he out of contract end of this season?
Or next season, I don't know.
I don't know, actually. I think he has one more year.
Yeah, I think he's in 26.
Yeah, 2026.
I'd keep Maguire one more year. I'm not joking. Wallah, I wouldn't mind it.
I think
okay, Mo. You're laughing about it, but I have to prioritize my replacements. Do I replace Maguire, who's on the bench and doesn't bother me, or do I replace players that I need to replace in the 11?
Yes, that's fair. It's fair.
Think about it. Maguire has never cried about being on the bench. He has a good relationship with the team.
He's definitely crying, bro. He's definitely gonna cry.
No, he doesn't, bro. He doesn't mind it.
That guy, Staffy, stop. You want to play right wing and attack wing as a wing back. He's a wing back. You can't play him there long term. United don't have wing backs like a DeMarco.
Where did I say I want to play him there long term? We were talking about what we're doing right now.
Where do you think? Because all you Man United fans, I don't know if you are. I think you are. You guys love Amad Diallo. Love Amad Diallo.
Best player.
You guys think that Amad Diallo is this? Said called him the Ivorian Messi.
The Ivorian Messi. No, Said didn't say it first. I've been saying it for months. Said just has more clap than me. That's why he got caught.
Ivorian Messi.
He's the Ivorian Messi, yeah.
Where do you think Amad Diallo is long term? Okay, to be honest with you, don't tell me a rotational wing back against
in the 10.
In the 10. You think he's physically can play that? He's like a Trincao for them, huh? Trincao for Sporting Lisbon.
He's played that position when he was at Sunderland. He was on the right wing and he was in the 10.
He scored a lot of goals there as well.
I'm sorry?
He scored a lot of goals at Sunderland.
Oh yeah, Charlie. Don't do this.
He had a lot of GA. So it's like, it's not...
Even a player played for Sunderland in the championship.
I knew you were going to do that. I just give... You know what it is, Mo? Sometimes I just give you factual information and you think...
Yeah, but it's okay. Can I give you a player that played in League One and scored 20 goals and tell you that's a factual information and he's going to be a good player in the Premier League?
What we're talking about. We are talking about positions. Okay.
His evidence is that he played that position in League One or Championship. That's Charlie's evidence.
So I'm just saying he's played there with Sunderland. Let's not pretend that he wasn't their best player when he took him to the playoffs. So it's not like he had a scrub season. He actually had a lot of GA.
I actually didn't watch any game of that.
He had a lot of GA in that season, and he took him to the playoffs. What's it called? I was gonna say. Even when he goes on the national team with Ivory Coast, he plays in the midfield. So I understand long term, I want him in the 10 because I think his skill set is better utilized in one of the 10 positions. The reason we can't use him in the 10 right now is because we have shit wing backs. A formation like this, the way Amorim plays, you need to have very good wing backs. It's not like how Conte used to use it. Conte had master players in the middle of the park. He put Victor Moses on the right.
Conte is a professor, bro. In the
they were just runners, bro.
That's
not what we do. Our wing backs are demanded to be on the ball a lot, so they need to have some type of technical ability. This is not the typical five in the back that Mourinho and Conte used to play, where they just run back and defend and win the ball. No, we expect a lot of on the ball from them, which is why I said Ahmad, by the way, in 3 starts in the right wing back position has 3 assists, and obviously one of them is
a miss hit by the right foot, and Rashford got into it. We're not going there. He's a fantastic footballer. He's gonna be one of the best players in the league. The one he had
against Ipswich. Wallah, kick me off kick me off.
Wallah al-Azim, it was a miss hit. Wallah al-Azim, it was a miss hit.
It was a
Wallah al-Azim, it was a miss hit. Anyway, moving on from Man United, guys. Guys, we got about 500 people here. We got like 5 minutes left on this show, 10 minutes max.
5 minutes of Arsenal. Do you not want good views?
No, if we we'll see if the views increase now or decrease, if people would want to talk about Arsenal.
So you're not farming views like people say. Okay.
What irks me is that, here you go, we might get super chats about United and not do Arsenal at all. We might.
I'm a money maker here. Let's go.
What irks me is when we create non-existent narratives to make a point. There's a single United fan that said it's a quick fix.
It's that way with everybody.
But Aslan,
remember earlier,
none of the Man United fans said it's a quick fix.
That's what he means, because someone earlier, I forgot it was you or Charlie, asked a question saying,
and I never said that United fans. I said it's my opinion. I said it's my opinion. It's a quick. I said down the football terrace. I never actually said that any Man United fan said this.
I think he misunderstood you.
I am pushing the agenda that I think it's a quicker fix than what Man United fans say.
Agree.
I think Amorim can pull on a Maresca. I swear.
What's a Maresca, bro? Are we gonna start giving Maresca credit for something he hasn't done yet?
Yes. Because you got people saying that they were gonna be nice.
Well, but a Maresca, what's a Maresca?
A Maresca is
second in the table in December.
Second in the table in December after a horrific season.
Ange was first.
No. You can't compare Ange to Maresca. Number one, Ange had 20 years of managerial experience behind him. Maresca has 1-2 years.
Wait.
Parma.
You are such a corrupt
and 1 year at Leicester.
Are we serious? You are such a corrupt judge. You created a terminology. I didn't. You did. I asked you.
I'm never accused of creating anything.
I asked you to define it, and you described something that Ainge did. I'm not giving credit to Ainge. I couldn't give a fuck. I'm just saying we've seen someone else do it. And Maresca is if he comes in and wins the league the first year with minimal experience, then he deserves his own terminology.
No. If Maresca challenged for the league, it's called a Maresca. No. If Maresca stays within top 3, even I'm just gonna tell you top 4. And be that close to the top. Okay, let me tell you guys something. If Chelsea in this league with less than 10 points from the top, this should be called a Maresca job, an Italian job.
Call it, what's his name? A slot.
Yeah, a slot job. But also, there is a massive difference between Liverpool, Arne.
Slot job's wild.
Again, guys, a slot job is wild.
Yeah. Wild, bro. That is wild.
That is mad.
Cancel the stream.
No, but the difference between a Maresca job and a slot job is that a slot job, right? A slot job is when you come into a ready-made team and you have 7 years of experience behind you, but no one knew who you are, and you are top of the league. A Maresca job is when you come into a mishmash team of Chelsea, signing talents left and right. Everyone is saying that you don't have experience without an experience, and be second in the league after 14 games. That is called the Maresca job. Almost. What do you say if half the season? What do you say if half the season and Chelsea are still second? Would you say it's a Maresca job?
Well, it's not job done though, is it, Mo? That's the thing.
Exactly.
It is not. But why would I have to do like? What did he do? So I can doubt him?
You can't.
That's been getting second and no trophies. Has been called an Arteta job. So I don't. We
Yeah,
haven't
TJ, we're not.
Oh my God!
No, but there'd be context to it though. If Chelsea comes second and no trophies, that's a good season. But
we're talking about first seasons, TJ. You finished 8th in your first season. All right, relax.
8th, TJ. That's some shame, bro.
Oh, okay. Second season I'll take, but he was cleaning up for that good evening fraud the first season. So.
Forget first season.
The one that he won the FA Cup with his squad. Yeah, that fraud.
Yeah, that fraud. No, but I've heard the FA Cup is a Minnie Mouse Cup, and we should be winning the Premier League.
It is a Minnie Mouse Cup. You should win the Premier League or the Champions League. Have some shame. Your manager have been in the job for 5 years. And
we're not even talking. I'm not talking about. We're not talking about how long he's been in the league. We're talking about what he did the first 2 seasons. We're not talking about how long he's been in the league. We can run that. We can talk about that though if you want.
Arteta had a squad that needs to be cleared, so I give him that. There was a lot of deadwood there, and he needed to get. But we're not doing the Arteta job here. You get that. Anyway, I believe that was a response to the super chat. Okay. Anyway, so thank you, Aslan, for the super chat. If United was second, Staffy would be twerking on everyone.
First of all, be a man and be respectful, and don't say I'd be twerking on everyone. Secondly, I'm gonna insinuate that by twerking you mean celebrating.
Yes.
If you think my team is in second and I'm not gassing him up to win the league, then
100%.
That's your fault. Why wouldn't I? Of course, if we're second and I think we can win the league.
Wallahi, I'm telling you guys, if Man United at any point this season just touch 4th or 3rd, just touch it, right? For 1 week, we'll never hear the end of it. We'll never hear the end of it, bro. We'll never hear the end of the shit. Boski Man United fans will be doing streams just fucking dunking on whoever is below them, no matter who is below them.
That was like a couple seasons ago, the 2-week title challenge in January.
Be fair, I didn't contribute in that. I never thought. And Mo remembers.
You guys have no idea how I push this title challenge Man United to create content. You guys have no idea.
You remember that?
Everywhere I went, I pushed the title challenge talk on the Man United fan base because the content was fantastic. It was great.
Bro, I hated it. I went on every channel.
They were 5 points. They were 5 points behind, guys. Just 5 points, and it was great. And I know that you said no, and a lot of people said no, but
I used to argue with Terry on the terrace. That was the first time I ever went on the terrace, and he'd be like, "Oh, stop showing your butt crack early." I'm like, "Bro, what are you talking about? These signs are just shit." It's like there's no chance we're gonna compete with this team.
Yeah,
and it all went down. And no one remembers when I say that, by the way. They only come back when I say Onana's the best in the world, and when I joke around with that shit.
Do you think it can be? You know, a lot of people said that he's the best in the league now.
What was I cooking?
What was I cooking?
You didn't cook anything. You gave him to me, and I cooked.
I literally told you guys about Onana, and people said, "Oh, he's trash." Anyway, he's trash. No, he's fantastic. He's a very good goalkeeper if being used right. But anyway, listen, guys.
Saying when there was that clip that HUSAM was running of me saying that, what was that?
You know what? We need that. We need that clip when he's ranked number 1 in the league in clean sheets and save
he's ranked
and everything.
Number 1 in Europe right now in goals prevented.
No, you're serious.
Wallahi,
oh my God.
Europe. No one has more goals prevented in Europe right now than Onana.
Could you fucking see
when he told what's his name, that Colombian defender, he was like, "Dance now." That's me to HUSAM right now about that clip. Dance now.
What is that clip now when you need it?
Where is it, bro? I'm gonna go look for it.
Guys, listen. This will take you to Staffy TV. He's gonna do a show now, talk about rotation and the game that they're gonna play tomorrow. TJ is going live now on his channel. TJ Warren. What are you talking about, TJ?
We're talking about the fixtures on the weekend, how shit Spurs are, and if,
what do you have?
Oh, we got Sheik TV. My guy Sheik from HUSAM.
All right, Sheik TV, guys. They're gonna talk about the weekend.
Come on over.
Yes, absolutely. Jamie was live earlier.
I was live earlier. Yeah,
Jamie was live earlier. Charlie.
I was live with Sava earlier on my channel, Spurs preview. Go check it out if you like. More stuff coming tomorrow. Do another more Spurs content.
The
game Sunday. Yep, I'll be there.
Be in the game, yeah. Sunday.
Yeah,
you bet, huh? Oh yeah, all right.
Mate, we'll beat them We'll beat them Sunday.
If Spurs,
them, by the way, I know we didn't speak about that, but I think you're gonna smash them,
bro. I said that, and no, it's hard. No, it's 2+ goal margin. I said that yesterday. 2+ goal margin.
They beat City. City were deflated at that time. They weren't good. They beat us. Ten Hag tax. They beat Villa. Villa was on the decline already. All the big games that they won, they weren't really performing at a good level. This is the first game. I forgot if they played Arsenal already or not. Chelsea's the only team.
They did play Arsenal. Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, and they lost. There
1-0.
You're the only team, only big team they're gonna face while that team is actually in good form. And now they're actually in bad form. I think you guys are gonna smash them.
It's gonna be a 3-0 minimum.
Yeah, if you're not exhausted from
I agree with TJ. 2+ goal margin. 2+ goal margin at least. Yeah. Bro, the Spurs is dead, bro. Spurs is dead. There's no point in the club.
I was gonna they sack Ainge. I hope they sack. They don't deserve a manager who is trying to win. Get rid of him.
Antonio Conte. But listen, people, I want to thank everyone that joined us, guys. We're almost at 300 likes. Thank you, everyone that super chat the channel. I want to thank Jamie, Charlie, Staffy, and TJ. Of course, this was a freaking lazy Friday. I'm doing more content tomorrow. Of course, after the games, we'll do the reactions on the games. I will see you guys soon. This will take you to Staffy, so don't go anywhere. Go and like the video on Staffy and see what he's talking about. And we'll see you guys soon.